How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It's the day of another day that we call Saturday. Anybody been said what's going to be? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being prosperity in this life of living. Of course, my phone's going to ring when I'm doing something, which is so hilarious. Wouldn't it be funny if that was just, anyway, so, this is the thing. Now, I want to talk to you about something. We're gonna do a little note comparing here. We already know I do not know everything. I never try to say I know everything. I always feel like I can learn from anybody, whether they're 8 to 80 or, you know, any ways at all. But anyway, that being said, this is the thing with me. I noticed, and I'm going to see if you could compare notes with me as far as my sisters, you know, I want to see if you could compare notes with me. I noticed that since I become two-spirit woman or hotmess.com, I feel like every man that wants to be with me makes me into an experiment. What's they ever say it again? I feel as though every man who wants to be with me wants me to be an experiment. Now the thing about it is that he may not even think of that like it that way. He may be really interested in me, but the first thing I think about was when he hits me up is that he wants to use me as an experiment. Now this is the thing with me. I try to be fair, you know, when it comes down to different things, when it comes down to men and stuff. But the thing about it is that I do feel as though there's more girls like us are being exposed with the media and everything. Guys looking at us a lot more than usual and a lot more than they normally would. Because the fact of the matter is a lot of people are very impressed that the fact that a lot of us look like natural born females and stuff. And of course, females, you know, I love women for life. You know, those are my babies in my heart, you know. But the thing about it is that they've been with women, females, and basically they're going to try to do is be with someone like us. As far as, you know, experimental thing and stuff. Now the thing about it is that I've always said before that a female, of course, doesn't have the same thing, of course, as a trans woman, but a lot of men actually have females doing transgender things as far as making females, well, getting them to put on dildos and stuff and have sex with them. But as I noticed that a lot of guys that want to talk to me, like the one probably ringing my phone, which is probably the reason why I'm making this video, it's because he doesn't really want to sleep with you, but the fantasy of it all is having you on the phone. Oh my God, I'm talking to one of them girls, I'm talking on the phone with her, you know. It's just the fact that he is on the phone with you, and God only knows what he's doing with the phone conversation. But basically, that's what he's doing as far as, you know, you and him on the phone and stuff. Now, me, myself, I always feel as though everything is a lesson, and I try to learn this whole thing to go back and I know a lot of them be very disappointed. It's like, oh my God, you don't do the extra like the rest of the girls. And you know, it's funny because they always do the comparison, and then it's like, I feel like I'm in a catalog, you know what I mean? So when I see catalog, I mean, okay, this girl's passed, but I would never know with her, I'm not with her. Okay, that's one girl. Oh, this girl, she does like, she's been on hormones long, so she probably still being in wreck. So I'm gonna mess with her. Oh, this girl right here, she doesn't look like, you know, a trans woman. No, she's just like, you know, basically a man in a wig. So basically, he wants to be with her because he knows who has a problem with the hormones, because he doesn't want a girl who's taking hormones, because he wants that extra lift when he gets in the bed with you, as far as him getting his rocks off, as far as a trans woman being basically a man in the bed, and that's what he wants. He doesn't want any problems or hormones or anything that's in your body that's going to affect that hard rock cock, basically. Then it's the man who just wants to look at you. He doesn't want to have sex with you, so he'll look at you and grab and just jerk off the look. You know, it's just so many avenues as far as being in the a two-spirit woman that is like, to me, it feels almost like we're just nothing but experiments. You know, I just wanted to share this with you because this is, you know, I'm trying to move my way through it because at the end of the day, it's, listen.
Raven, don't. Raven.
At the end of the day,
don't.
It really makes you just want to start escorting.
Don't.
And this way you can give her all this fucking feelings, bullshit, and every goddamn thing else. You come over, you pay your fucking fine. Oh, I'm cursing.
You gotta control that old hoe in you, girl. Get your ass up. Come on now.
Oh, God, I hate this. I wish my pants would come down. You come over, you pay your fee. You know what? I'm not good. I'm never gonna go there, because you know what? That's that old bitch me popping up again, you know, because at the end of the day, sometimes, be honest, sometimes I feel as though it's too much word trying to, you know, get a man. Listen to my feelings when I'm going for money. Just go in your pocket, give me the money, get the fuck out of the house. You know, because it's like, oh, I don't have to be hurt. I don't have to be disappointed. I don't have to care if you phone calls. I don't have to care about, listen, you come over, do, just get out of my money, you out the door. And it's sad because that's where I feel, you know, I'm like I'm heading there, you know what I mean? You know, the thing about it is that, like, I'm just over it. And I know something, I'm not saying every girl, you know, but girls, oh girl, I don't want a man that's gonna give me money, girl. Listen, send it to me because mother's gonna take the money. No, but seriously, I just feel as though when it comes down to us, when I do meet a guy and stuff, you know, I just feel as though I can cut the bullshit, just give me your money. But the thing about it is that even though a guy may want to be with one of us and stuff, and he may be really serious and stuff, I just really feel as though sometimes that I'm just an experiment. And once he get all his experimenting done, he moves on. And I get asked out so much, and every time I'm like, I'm not going. He's like, I could be staying with you, listen, give me the money. Just give me the money. Let's do this, cut the bullshit, let's fucking give my money, get the fuck out.
That don't sound very Christian-like, girl. Come on.
But it is what it is, you know, and I'm just over it. But I just wanted to know what you feel about that as far as, you know, as you notice that every time you meet somebody, you feel like you're the next experiment because basically he's probably done been with a lot of girls, and the other thing is that they found a way to hide their faces on Facebook as far as mutual friends. So here it is, somebody's hitting you up and you don't see any friends as far as being mutual on your list. Because basically they have some type of program where they can hide the friends and you would never know that they were talking to a lot of girls, stuff like that, you know, as far as Facebook. Because that kind of used to be like a little bit of a leeway, you know, to give us heads up, or girl, look how many girls he's talking to. Because I'll be honest with you, I check everything. I check it all. Even guys I watch who are in the LGBT, who makes fun of trans women, I sit back and I look at them all. And it just amazes me the things I learn and stuff. And you know, I just learned that when it comes down to us, sometimes I just feel like every man is an experiment when it comes to us. I just do, but I want to see how you feel about that because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't feel like an experiment. But I just do, especially when it fails. I feel like, oh, it failed, so like it only lasts a couple of weeks and now you got it out because you're ready to got somebody else. Anyway, the man said, probably speaking of somebody that's the reason I'm making this video. Anyway. I just want to share this day with you. We're going to compare notes as far as that. I'm talking about a reference to a person that even so like being on the phone just to talk to you. That nothing's going to go anywhere with it like this one ringing my phone. But I want to share this story with you as far as this. I want to compare notes with you. Do you feel like every time a man comes up to you, you're just an experiment? Or you just think Raven is just being too jaded? Anyway, that being said, I will let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching Catch the Rave.
Anyway. Welcome to the light, Carol Ann. Welcome to the light. And I want to tell you I love you. And I want to thank you for watching Catch the Rave. Until we meet again, family.